Good morning, everybody. This is Turgai, and I'm here to talk to you about Xur for the weekend of March the 31st to April 2nd, 2017. There's my info. You know what to do with it. And now, with no further ado, let's get right to it. Xur is in the tower this weekend, and he happens to be by the Crucible Quartermaster. I like to point out that if you see this symbol when you zone into the tower, that means Xur is in the tower. That can save you a lot of time running around. If you don't see the symbol there, you know it's time to go to the reef. Alright, let's get going. As I said, he's by the Crucible Quartermaster. Let's see what his inventory is. So let's get started. The Legacy Engram of the week is for leg armor. This is a year 1 exotic footwear at year 1 power levels. So for most players, this is a pass. Collectors, you know what to do. For the Titan, we have the Ruin Wings. Ruin Wings are a great exotic if you just read what they do. Heavy ammo drops more often and contains more ammo in each drop. And in this case, it has increased reload speed with rocket launchers and increased melee attack speed. The problem is that a lot of players feel like Ruin Wings work inconsistently. The roll this week is pretty good though, with a 94 out of total possible 99 for gauntlets and an intellect strength roll. These are 94% of the max, and they are yellow. So if you have a good set of gear, you will be able to reach tier 12, but these aren't going to advance you towards that very much. Moving on for the hunters, we have the Frost-EE5, or as I like to call them, the Frosties. These give you a tighter turn radius when sprinting, and the cool thing about that is that it gives you a variable aiming speed when you're in hipfire versus ADS, so some players like them for that. I use them in the stills in Crota's End, the lamps, or the abyss as people call it, but it's actually called the stills if you didn't know. And I felt like I was running faster, but I think I just was managing my weight better than my teammates. And you also get faster grenade and melee regeneration while sprinting. So for most players, this is a pass. It's pretty specific exotic. This one has a total 122 out of a max 135, which is 88%. These are red, not tier 12 capable, and they'll stop you from getting to tier 12 even if your other gear is very good. The intellect discipline spread has no synergization with any of the exotic effects because, you know. Moving on, for the Warlock, we have one of the prettiest helmets, the Astrocyte Verse. I think this is a gorgeous helmet, but it's not something that I'm going to use. The main perk is that it gives you a faster recovery to blink. So when you blink, you'll get your HUD back faster, but who uses blink anymore? In year 1, this would have been really excellent. Also, they let you blink again a little more quickly. In year 1, these would have been really excellent, but and it's a gorgeous helmet, but no one uses this. So it's a discipline strength roll, both of which are good if you're going to be in tight with people using blink. But it's a 102 out of a possible 111, which is a red, not tier 12 capable, 90%. All right. The exotic weapon of the week is the No Land Beyond. Most people know this. It's a sniper rifle that goes in the primary slot. That's the real exotic perk. It also has a perk called the Master, which gives you increased precision damage and increases precision damage for a time after a kill with the exotic, with No Land Beyond. You know, people use this so they can run a different secondary and still have a sniper. It was recently nerfed, so it's not as big deal as it used to be. Moving on with this week, we have a new item, the Weapon Bundle, which for 30 strange coins and 25 silver dust gets you an exotic weapon and its exotic ornament. Here's the problem I have with this. It's not a great deal. As I noted, the price for an exotic primary is 23 strange coins. Exotic secondary and heavies are 17. So over here, we're paying more for the exotic, and we're not getting a discount on the exotic ornament, which is 25 silver dust at the exotic kiosk. So outside of granting you some more variety, these aren't really a big help. But if you're still trying to collect, you're able to, for 30 strange coins, you can pick up Monte Carlo and the Royal Flush, and for you can also pick up the Zhalo Supercell and Shock Hazard, which is a combination I like. I'm carrying it right now. Let's see. So that's what Zhalo looks like. There you go. What Zhalo looks like with Shock Hazard installed. Moving on, we have the curios. We have the Emerald Coil, which is kind of green, and the Void Drive, which is kind of purple. And these will upgrade your rare blue quality sparrows to the legendary SRL standard 160 speed. Heavy ammo synthesis. For 1 strange coin, you get 3 heavy ammo synths, and for 3 strange coins, you get 10 heavy ammo synths. Players are probably running through their heavy ammo inventories, especially with Crota being the weekly raid. So these are always worth acquiring. It's a great deal. So just get you some. 3 of coins. 3 of coins for the price of 7 strange coins. Activities are more rewarding in general in Destiny right now, so these are less of a factor than they have been in the past, but if you're still trying to fill out the wall, I do recommend keeping a stash of 3 of coins. Glass needles, you pay all that stuff, you get to reroll the abilities on this armor. Moving on, we have the bad deal of all time. 2 strange coins for 1 mode of light. Don't do this. If you play the game for an hour, you're going to get more modes of light than that. And lastly, the exotic shard. 7 strange coins gets you an exotic shard. I like to remind people that if you have a limited stock of exotic shards, you can always pick up one of these items and complete your collection and then dismantle it. Or you can use the exotic heavy weapon shard farming trick, which is you upgrade your exotics without purchasing the nodes, just pouring motes of light into them, and then dismantle it. And so for 1 exotic shard, you get 2. And that's pretty much it for this week. The exotic weapon bundles, not so great a deal, but they do add some nice flexibility to what we have available from Xur every week. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope this video helped some of you. Please tell your fellow Guardians. Spreading the word is the best way to support the channel. It's a small channel and I need your help. Comments also help immensely. You know what to do with my info up on screen. Subscribe and like. The links are in the description box below, as well as on screen right now. Thank you once again. I can't say it enough. Viewers make the channel and the stream. And I will see you Starside Guardians.